Hey everybody, it's Murgle, and today in this one I just want to quickly cover all of the add-ons I'm currently using because in my latest video a lot of people asked the question what add-on was doing this, I'd like to see what add-ons use, etc, etc. So as you can see, this add-on right here, it pretty much tells me what followers I need to use for the best success rate, and then if I just click it, it fills them automatically, and it's very ease of use. So we're going to cover all my add-ons, what their utilities are, all that fun stuff real quick. So I'm just going to cover the ones that are enabled, since those are the ones I'm actually using. But anyways, all the things is a Completionist add-on. Pretty much what it says. It tells you every single item in the game. When you enter a dungeon, it will tell you every item you need to collect from that dungeon to get 100% Completionist. Includes transmog, pets, mounts, it doesn't matter. It will tell you everything you need to do in that dungeon, quest-wise, look, quest, zone drops, just all the things. Exactly what the add-on says. Every single thing that is available. So if you're really looking for something to do, download this add-on and you will hardly ever run out of stuff to do. I mean, you'd have to be very, very far in to you'd be close to running out of things to do. So trust me, it's a fun add-on. Altoholic is just an add-on that keeps track of all the information on all your characters, everything they're holding, stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Tracks it all. It's exactly what it's for. And then AtlasLoot. It's a better version of the dungeon journal. When you open it up, it lists everything that drops from everything. You can look up specifics. You want to go to Lich King, right? And then the Nexus, you want to know what's in there. You can look at it all. It's just Dungeon Journal, but better. Exactly what it's for. AtlasLoot. Candy Buckets. This is a seasonal add-on during the events. Lunar Festival, Holiday Inn, Midsummer Festival. It just lists everything on the map that you need to go collect, like the bonfires, the guys you gotta go talk to just to collect items, just all that fun stuff. It's a seasonal thing, won't pop up until the actual event is live, but it's really useful for that utility, just to getting all the collections. Data store, this is just, as it says, it stores the information from all my characters. It works together with other add-ons. It's downloaded automatically when, I forget what add-on downloads it automatically, but it just keeps track of all of it. It's probably part of either Altoholic or TSM. I can't remember which one. Fishing Buddy, this is an add-on that simplifies fishing. Fishing Buddy, so if you're a big fisher in the game, it collects information while you're fishing to know the drop rate of items and their locations. It has options to, when you equip a fishing pole, PvP is turned off immediately as you're doing so. You can enable a bunch of stuff, like if you don't already have it, so you dismount when you start casting, a fishing pole automatically enables it, but it'll turn it back off once you remove the fishing pole. Auto loot, if you don't always have this enabled. Easy lure, it'll put a lure on your fishing pole automatically while you're trying to cast. So if you have that Paggle's hat or whatever, it automatically puts that lure before you cast. It simplifies everything a lot more. And then it also has it so you can enable double right click. So as you see, easy cast. When I double right click with a fishing pole, it automatically casts rather than having to press an action button of any type or all that stuff. Now, you still got to click on the bobber. You can't just double right click to catch it, but it does make it a little simpler because you can do it one-handed rather than coming down here. You point out here, double right click, good to go. So I like it for that because I do fish a lot in WoW. Garrison Mission Manager. This is the add-on that people were asking about. This is what simplifies this. So, Garrison Mission Manager. Really useful. And then Handy Notes. Even though I have it disabled right now, it's a really useful tool. It shows whatever, there's many different parts to handy notes that you have to download specifically, but it will show every single object on the map that you have to collect, treasures, what you need to collect it, all that good stuff. Like in Argus, you know how you need specific buffs just to collect it? Well, it will tell you what buff you need, and it'll list it on the map. It's a great way to find everything simply. I only disabled it because it crowds the map a lot. If I'm not currently hunting for that stuff, I don't want to be blinded by all the things that I have to hover over on the map. So it's good when you need it, but I do currently have it disabled just because it blocks everything. Legion Evasion Timer. Great if you're leveling up alts. It as soon as an evasion goes live, it puts a warning on your screen saying, hey, an evasion just started, and it tells you the zone. So, you know, XP from invasions is crazy high for alts. Legion Assault lasts 5 more hours. That's what it does. It just tells you when an evasion starts. Long macros. This is the tool that just lets you make a macro longer than what's listed in the normal macro screen if you need, for whatever reason, to do that. But it's really, really only if you need it. Again, if you're not making huge macros, no point. Minimalist. This add-on is in the interface here. And it's got a couple different things. Let me go here. Minimalist. I use it mostly for the automation. No, wait, this one. There we go. Quest automation. You just click on a quest and it auto-completes it. Unless there's a reward to claim, it asks you which one, but I use it mostly for that. There are other things like auto-sell gray, auto-repair when you click on it, auto-resurrect when it appears, auto-ignore duels. Just like it does have a lot of options that you can set up. Better auto-loot. This was a useful one. I did use it for a while, but it's useful. Minimalist, I really like it as an add-on. Mogit. I get asked about this one a lot. What add-on am I using that I hover over something, it shows me what it looks like? That's Mogit. So when I go over something, it shows my character naked, and then it twirls me, showing what that looks like. Mogit add-on. Alright, keep going. Pawn. This add-on tells me if stuff's an upgrade. You really need to do a lot of configuration to get this add-on to work properly, because it will tell you if something is an upgrade, even if hello there, even if it's not necessarily. Like, okay, Pawn is listing right there. You see it says Murgle Affliction Raid Bots 57% upgrade. That's Pawn telling me that. But it's only a 57% upgrade because I'm taking my stat weights, which a stat weight is something you get through simulating your character doing DPS. The game will say, or use the programs to tell you what stat is going to give you more DPS. That's a stat weight. This is really getting into the deep, try-hard, elitist kind of gameplay, right? You get stat weights. It tells you exactly, hey, 1 more percent in haste is going to give you 500 more DPS than 1 more percent in mastery, for example. And that's what you do. You take all those stat weights, you put them into Pawn, and then when I hover over items, Pawn's going to say, hey, Murgle Affliction Raid Bots is saying this is a 57% upgrade. But it does have base stat weights, and you see those are the base stat weights below that. But that one is from my own personally built stat weights. It's a lot of simulation craft. This is really when you're getting into really high-end mythic grading and you just want to progress really, really fast and stuff like that. It's not important for the casuals type. Postal. This is an add-on for collecting stuff from the mailbox. I guess I don't really need it anymore because TSM does the same thing now, so now that I'm looking through these, I guess I can disable it. Rarity. This add-on tracks stuff when I'm looting it. So if I loot a boss, it will tell me that I've looted this boss 180 times. I still have yet to receive this drop. But when you receive it, it pops up like an achievement. Like if you get a mount or something, it tells you you've got an achievement, all that good stuff. Server hop, not so important anymore. I mean, you still do have server hopping, but it, since the nerf, people need to be in the same zone as you and stuff, so server hop isn't as efficient as it used to be. But it's simply what it's for. It was for somebody that was like farming and they wanted to jump around servers. And it works still in Legion content because there's almost always somebody in the same zone as you in Legion, but not so much in older content. Skada, you know what that is. TomTom, it allows you to put waypoints or create waypoints on the map. It's really good if you're trying to find something. Like if somebody tells you that it's at the coordinate 5523, you can put that into TomTom and it'll put it on the map for you. World Quest Assistant, it does the same thing as World Quest Group Finder. They're identical. I don't know what the difference is. Tradeskillmaster, this is the add-on that I use for selling and buying stuff and posting stuff and pretty much all that. It's the Goblin add-on, I would call it, because, well, that's what it is. You create groups, and then when you go to the auction house, you can post and stuff like that. It's all that simplified and more. And you do make a lot of money using this add-on, because it's great for sniping too if you have a lot of time on your hands. I've showed videos about that before, but sniping can make you a ton of money. It's where people accidentally post stuff too cheap, you buy it, and then you sell it for the normal price and make. I mean, I've bought legendaries for 1 copper. I've bought high item level BOE twink items for, I think I bought like a 900 BOE twink item once for, I want to say 5k, because he posted it at the price of the other ones, and then ended up selling it for 500k. So it's things like that. That's what sniping is, and Tradeskillmaster has a lot of that stuff. It's really the Goblin add-on, because you're making all kinds of money like a Goblin. CrossGambling, it's a gambling add-on for the addicts. Let's see, I can't remember. It's been so long since I used it. Here we go. CrossGambling show. I think that's it. There it is. Right? So when you're in a raid, you can put the amount that you want to gamble. You click open entry, and it tells everybody in the raid. Hey, press 1 to enter, and then you roll in. There you go. You gamble money with each other for fun. DBM. I don't think I need to explain that. But that's pretty much everything there is to it. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll try to explain a little more in depth if this wasn't enough. But I do like the add-ons that I use. And things like TSM. I every time I snipe something from someone and I get a message from them, I usually am kind and try to send at least some kind of compensation, and then I tell them to download Tradeskillmaster. It's very hard to post incorrectly with this add-on. If you get into serious in-depth with it, you won't lose money on a lot of your stuff. In fact, you'll start making way more money than you ever thought you could. Tradeskillmaster does assist the average player in making a lot more gold. 100% recommend it as an add-on. Trust me, you'll stop making so many mistakes. Like the people that post a stack of flasks. This is something I buy all the time and I make tons of gold on it. The people that post a stack of flasks and then sell them for the price of 1 flask, this add-on pretty much makes that impossible to do. You won't mess up anymore. So I always recommend downloading that if that's a problem for you. Learn how to use TSM. It'll help you greatly. It's one of the highest recommended. Mogit, I love this add-on too. Highly recommend, just because it's nice when you get an item and you can say, hey, that looks pretty good. I like that. There you go. It's a great add-on for that. And then, of course, Garrison Mission Manager. Again, we're going to have a Legion order hall of some type in Battle for Azeroth, or mission table, whatever you want to call it. There's going to be more missions in Battle for Azeroth. And this add-on gets regularly updated, so I pretty certain that it'll get updated for Battle for Azeroth. There you go. It's going to have the same interface, probably. Again, I don't know what the Battle for Azeroth mission table looks like right now, but we'll find out later. Anyways, thank you for watching. I know this is a bit of a longer video. Sorry, I just wanted to try and cover as much as I could what each add-on does, all the benefits, etc. So again, drop any questions you need down below. I will try to answer them. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.